All right, so this video I'm reacting to is Stephen A. answering some questions from his viewers. So I want to react to it, and I like the questions, so I give my opinion as well. So if you like my opinion, give this video a like, and you'll see more of it. If you want to, comment. Did I get an opinion wrong? Did he get an opinion wrong? Like, let me know what's up. So comment if you feel a certain way, and it's alright. It's cool. I could take any type of whatever type of comment, criticism, whatever it is. I don't really care. But if you like the content, if you want to see more of me, go ahead, subscribe to my video. I'd appreciate it as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it to the video.
At Randy_Vision writes, Stephen A., who would you take 5-on-5? 5 Jokic-sized Matthew Dellavedovas? Or 5 Matthew Dellavedova-sized Jokic?
Easy Jokic size, because the skill level is way better than Dellavedova. I don't care. Like I want the skill. I don't want somebody that's like a great role player, but they're tall. Like there's a lot of great tall role players. There's not a lot of people that have his skill set. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm gonna go with it.
I prefer.
It's not a hard decision.
Will over skill under normal circumstances. And I think that's required in the sport of basketball. But I would tell you this. If I had 5 Jokic-sized Matthew Dellavedovas, all I need is a couple of scorers. The rest would take care of itself, because Matthew Dellavedova was Energizer Bunny personified.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would say. At Apple Soup 300 writes, Stephen A., my wife said I've been watching too much basketball. She says she is going to leave me, but I may call her bluff. Do I watch the Hornets Bulls game tonight?
What? Your marriage is in shambles and you go to Stephen A. I mean, no disrespect to him. I'm just saying, like, talk to your wife. Find some type of compromise. Don't tweet somebody. Me personally, I'm like, listen, I've been a sports fan before you, and you know I've been a sports fan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna watch you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna try to figure out what's the problem. Like, if she think that I'm ignoring her, or does she think like, it's taking up too much of my time, whatever the case may be, whatever. Like, I'm about to see what the root of the problem is. That's me personally, but maybe everyone's different. I don't know. Some people try to fix issues. Some people tweet about them. I don't know.
My brother, at Applesauce 300, I'd divorce your ass today. I would divorce your ass today if I was your wife, based on the last sentence in this tweet.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Now, I'm not one for bullying. I'm not one for blackmail. I'm not one for ultimatums. So I don't take kindly to those. And your wife shouldn't have gave you an ultimatum about stop watching these basketball games or I'm going to leave you.
Exactly.
But you say you're going to call her bluff, and then the example you use is the Charlotte Hornets versus the Chicago Bulls. That's what it is. It's not Boston versus Milwaukee. It's not the Lakers versus the Nuggets or the Lakers versus the Clippers.
Yeah.
It's not even Oklahoma City versus Denver, or Minnesota versus Denver, or Denver versus Boston, or the Lakers versus Milwaukee. It's the Charlotte Hornets and the Chicago Bulls. I divorce your ass today. You don't deserve your wife. You don't deserve her because of the selection you picked. Now, if it been one of those games, I'd feel differently. I'd say to you, hey, man, find a compromise. Happy wife, happy life. You understand what I'm saying? Even though one person pointed out, I don't remember who it was, they pointed out on social media the other day, that's a bit unfavoring. That's not fair to men. You understand what I'm saying? He said something about happy spouse, happy house. That's better than happy wife, happy life. See, that's the
Of
happy
course.
wife, happy life is for the woman. Happy spouse, happy house is for the home and the
course.
unit. I like that better. Find a compromise, make her happy. But if you're not gonna make her happy and you're gonna risk losing her, to put all of that in jeopardy for the Bulls versus the Hornets, you should be ashamed of your damn self. I can't think of a more embarrassing tweet I've seen. Shame on you. Shame on you. At Levon21 writes, Stephen A., what is the one mega boxing match you
I'm
want?
not gonna lie, I love boxing, but I'm not gonna answer this. Well, I'm not gonna say I appreciate the sport of boxing, but I don't follow it like that. But every time that like a big fight is on, I watch it. And it's cool. So jeez, he talked about this one a lot.
I know he just beat him. Haney, this is Teofimo, actually won his 46 Carlo. It is the key to gaining satisfaction.
What would you say is the key to gaining satisfaction in life? Doing what you want to do. Doing what you want to do on your own time. That's pretty much it. Honestly. I mean, I could go into detail, but I'll be here for a minute, so it is what it is. But doing what you want on your own time and making sure all your priorities are straight. That's the key to gaining satisfaction. Because what are you most stressed about? Oh, your responsibilities aren't taken care of. Get them taken care of. Make yourself happy. Do what you want. Whether it's streaming, whether it's going outside, whether it's planting a gardening, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, literally anything. Make time for that. And do it on your own time so you don't have to feel pressured and rushed. And how do you do stuff on your own time? Being afforded the luxury to do that, getting your responsibilities taken care of. That's it.
Satisfaction in life. That's an easy answer. Managing your expectations. Managing your expectations. That's what I would say to you.
I can see that.
At Matt's Celtics. That's who wrote that question. Matt's Matts Celtics, as in the Boston Celtics.
Okay.
What would you say is the key to gaining satisfaction in life? It's managing your expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Think about where frustration, anxiety, dare I say even depression, or at the very least disappointment emanates from.
Yeah.
It emanates from our expectations.
Yeah. Very good point.
We have somebody in our life. We have job opportunities, or so we think. We have career aspirations and stuff like that. Our expectations are usually what dictates our level of anxiety, or dare I say our disappointment.
That is a very great point.
When we manage our expectations, we're much, much better off. When we don't, we don't. We lose. You ever find yourself, I'll go the relationship route.
Before he does that, I just want to give my 2 cents on that. Shooting for the stars is always good. It's always good. You want to aim the highest. Shoot for whatever you can, like the highest you can ever get. Like, don't settle for anything. But understand, if shooting for the stars in this large, you know what I'm saying, this large goal of yours is not working out, and if it's not looking like it is, you can do one of two things. Number one, change the goal to make sure you can reach it. Or two, understand that, okay, this approach to this massive goal is not working. What do I need to do in order to get that? So you may have to, make smaller goals until you get to the big one, until you get to the stars. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I do that all the time. So, for example, for me with streaming, it's not where I'm at right now. Where I want to be is not where I want. Where I'm at right now is not where I want to be, obviously. So what I'm going to do? Look for stuff to do. Look for different things to do. Look for stuff to do that I want to do, that I like, and leverage it that way. And of course, streaming whenever I can. I used to just stream once a week. I was nothing. So now I'm like, okay, Let me put in more time, more effort, more hours, things like that. And I'm seeing a gradual increase, being a part of communities, things like that. Not just doing what I want to do, doing my own thing, you know. So it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good, and you know, yeah.
You ever find yourself incredibly hurt and disappointed by a woman? It's usually because you expected more. When you didn't expect shit from them, you ain't disappointed.
That's true.
When there's very little they expected from you, they're really disappointed. It's when you have the expectations that things go awry. Why do you think things get so ugly sometimes in divorce courts and things of that nature? It's because people had expectations. Mm-hmm. They walk down that aisle, for better or worse, through thickness and health, for richer or for poorer, till death do us part. And then all of a sudden, a couple of years in, neither y'all want each other. And you're pissed off that you're in this situation. So you want to hurt one another. That's when you're going after money and doing all of this other stuff. It's when you want to hurt somebody. When you want to inflict pain, emotional pain and stuff like that, because that's what was done to you, or so you believe. That's what happens. Managing expectations. Career-wise, what happens? You get yourself and people get in your face and they're convincing you, yo, we could do this. You'll have this job opportunity. You'll make this salary. This is what you'll do. And then all of a sudden it falls through. And you're pissed off and you're disappointed. And depression kicks in and what have you, because your expectations weren't managed. Why you think going to church or whatever religion you may possess, whatever religious sanctuary you adopt, why do you think doing that is so important? Because it reminds you there's a higher source, a higher power than you. And when you have that reminder emanating through your mind and your heart and your soul, all of a sudden you're allowing things to just rub off your shoulders because you say it's in God's hands. It's not mine. And you're able to move forward and things don't affect you as profoundly as they normally would, because expectations, to some degree anyway, are squashed by the reality of things being out of your control and leaving it into the hands of a higher power that doesn't necessarily have to acquiesce to that level of supervision because he is the higher power.
I ain't gonna lie, he was talking. He really was, bro. I get it 100%. I would say coupled with my thing, like, you know, making sure everything's good, responsibilities, all that, and then managing the expectations. That's like that's a great life hack. It really is a great life hack. So, yeah, you can end it right there. That's a good ending.